We have Liposuction lane in the top side playing Malphite, Tendies in jungle with Echo, mid lane Datang Dude with Vel'Koz, and bot lane we have Prodigy and Maximus playing Kog'Maw and Lulu.
Yeah, and in that early game, unfortunately, we missed a little bit of action. Tendies did have to burn his flash in order to get away from GSM. GSM went in for an early trade, and now looks like things have settled out a little bit. Kog'Maw has picked up a Cull here at as his starting item, which we did see from Ian Hong earlier.
And Maximus is pushing up pretty far up.
Yeah, the level 2s have been reached for Return of the Middlesticks, but it looks like they won't be able to use that to their kill advantage. They will be able to force Ian Hong away. He only has 4 CS now, but it should be fine, right? Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's closer to tower, so it's a little more safe, and they have a Soraka, so it's not like they missed out too much other than some good CS. They still have the levels, though. And we're here in the mid lane, not too much happening here. We have quite some interesting runes, at least. Tendies having Conquer is something I wouldn't really expect, but going against the shiny Bidoof as the Volibear would be a pretty good choice for some of these extended fights. Like Liposuction lane is currently in fighting General Vici, who he's taking some pretty big damage thanks to a Rupture, but we have Tendies in the area. He has the parallel convergence and trying to save his top player, but it looks like TP is also going to come out from Yennefer. First blood goes down to the top side for Tendies, but Shiny Bidoof finds his way against someone. Yennefer, ooh, picks up the kill before TP goes down. That thing dude is trying to rotate the top side, but he won't be able to get anything. He uses Cleanse a little too early, and then he goes down to that Shiny Bidoof while Tendies is going ahead and jumping onto Yennefer. Yennefer used the gold card and Genovici TP'd back, so it looks like Yennefer is going to be quite safe, especially with Shiny Bidoof in the area. Shiny Bidoof charging in, and he slabs it down for a kill. While on the bot side, we have Prodigy and Maximus kind of duking it out. They're really low. They're not doing quite well against this Soraka Ashe combo, so it might be a Lulu curse. Who knows? Or maybe it's a... Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, good call there, because holy crap, did GSM manage to clean up. I mean, first, General Vici almost got the solo kill in Liposuction lane. I thought that was a lost cause, or I thought that he was going to get it easy, and then it started going worse and worse for him, and I was scared. But he didn't manage to get it. Luckily for him, Yennefer managed to, teleporting in. Tendies almost killed him, but didn't. Shiny Bidoof picked up a solo kill on his Datang Dude, and now Ian Hong actually gets a snipe on a Prodigium, flashes forward, finds a double kill, and Tendies isn't able to finish the kill, but he will go back in. Catalyst will almost get taken out, and Datang Dude will force his flash. Tendies going low, but he will almost find Ian Hong. Liposuction lane goes down in the top lane, meanwhile, to a gank. It's a 2-for-1 here. Still in favor of GSM. 2 for 2. Yeah, 2 for 1.
GSM overall sits in 2. Ian Hong is at 2-1. So he is pretty strong, and that's kind of what you want to be against a Kog'Maw lane. You want to try to push your early game advantages. And as we predicted, General Vici just doing excellent work against Liposuction with his Malphite pick.
Yeah, he's 1-1-2, which, considering he has been ganked technically twice now, isn't like the perfect scoreline that we expect from him, but the fact that his jungler is doing so well, his bot lane is doing so well, and Yennefer is going to get away without having to, without losing anything other than his flash. And a Twisted Fate, getting toward level 6, doesn't really need his flash. He needs to be able to affect other lanes, which he will be able to do with this unsealed spellbook.
Yeah, both his summoners are on cooldown, but having summoner's spellbook kind of helps out a little bit, being able to switch out whenever he wants to. I haven't really used spellbook, so I'm just kind of like spitballing on what it does, but
Yeah, so spellbook, for anyone who is unfamiliar with it, you are allowed to pick a different summoner spell every so often. I think it starts at like a 4-minute cooldown, and then eventually gets down to as low as 2 minutes, but you have to keep using different spells. And the trick is, you're only allowed to use a spell that you haven't used in your last 3 summoner spells. Meanwhile, that dang dude doesn't have anything available. The CC chain is just good enough, and the Shiny Bidoof is now 3-0.
Who is this new GSM here? Just doing an excellent job bringing this early game prowess. Ian Hong getting quite a bit of damage, making Maximus want to flash away.
I mean, they've figured out how to beat Return of the Middle Sticks at their own game. They just need to push their advantages as early as they possibly can, because the one thing about GSM so far is that they're not getting greedy, they're not getting overzealous, they are doing this as they see the opportunity. It's just that they're seeing the opportunity a little bit earlier than Return of the Middle Sticks are realizing that they have given the opportunity. So, GSM now are 3k ahead, they've got that extra Drake, and it is either going to be an Infernal map or a Mountain map. General Vici now has level 7 to Liposuction's level 6, he's got a 45 CS lead.
Ooh, this is quite the lead, not to mention the addition of a kill. He's almost at a full item now, if you consider like all his little components that he bought. If you didn't buy them, technically he could have a full item as it stands, but not exactly a great idea to do anyways.
And now maybe a 3-man here against General Vici. He's gonna try and go for the kill, but he will not get it. That dang dude picks him up with the life form disintegration ray.
Yeah, it looked like General Vici was trying to get a feast onto Liposuction lane before he went down, but instead he just goes ahead, chomps on a minion, get that cooldown of running, so then he's while he's respawning, so it's not completely to waste.
But all things considered, GSM losing, drawing 3 members top lane is it's what they're willing to take here, because you draw 3 members top lane, then you get to give Ian Hong free reign over the bot lane here as Prodigium burns both summoners. Maximus has to run away. Venifer chasing him down. He has the Ignite from the Unsealed Spellbook, and is he going to be able to use it? Shiny Bidoof moving in. He will get knocked up, and Catalyst is here. Could potentially turn into a 3v3, or Catalyst could just get himself picked. Shiny Bidoof moving forward, but he doesn't want to push his luck.
Yeah, do not want to run into a jungle where you don't know necessarily where everyone is. So right now we're just going to go back into a little bit of farming lane. Ian Hong looking quite well for himself, 2 kills, having a CS lead, so that's pretty nice. It would have been better if they were able to get a kill in the bot lane, but with all those ultimate used, unfortunately we did not find anything.
Yeah, and Liposuction lane, I mean, he's trading a little bit better against General Vici. He's managing to dodge some of the skill shots, but General Vici just has so much more sustain built into his kit than Liposuction lane has, period. And it is going to mean that top lane priority is there. General Vici can just soak pressure. And now Tendies is here, but the Rift Herald is going down. General Vici, he will lose his life almost certainly, but Shiny Bidoof moving in. Venifer doesn't want to push it. They just want the Rift Herald here.
Yeah, don't really want to push it. While Ian Hong on the bot side, he's pushing the Crystal Arrow over to Maximus, and he's running him down with those Frost Arrows, and he's looking to pick up another kill onto Prodigium, diving under the tower, taking a tower shot. Ooh, looks like they'll both be able to survive, but Ian Hong loses out in his flash thanks to that greed.
That was almost too close, but General Vici did lose his life there in the top lane, and that newfound pressure is actually going to give Return of the Middle Sticks that Rift Herald. However, an extra kill here for Ian Hong and more turret plates just means that more and more power is getting pumped into this GSM bot lane, and Prodigium is moving further and further away from his power spikes. That is not what you want as a Kog'Maw.
Yeah, Kog'Maw is pretty far behind now. We have Yennefer. Looks like he might be getting caught out, especially with this turret dive. Ooh.
That is just unfortunate there. Tendies managed to get in, and luckily the Shiny Bidoof will manage to find a kill, so in terms of absolute gold, it's almost traded even there for GSM. Couple of flashes burned, however, Yevenifer and Shiny Bidoof. Meanwhile, the Herald will go down. It will certainly find first turret of the game here for Return to the Middle Sticks, because Shiny Bidoof cannot hold this on his own.
And this first turret goal is kind of what Return to the Middle Sticks need. It's not necessarily the same as kill gold, but what Ian Hong might be getting right now onto Prodigium, which he will.
Yeah, that's just too easy for him. He is 4-1, finished his entire Blade of the Ruined King before Prodigium can even finish his recurve bow. He's got the Bilgewater Cutlass, but only 33 stacks left on his call. So the Dragon should be an easy pickup for GSM. There is no ADC available right now on the side of Return to the Middle Sticks.
And easy Dragon indeed means that we'll be able to see which rift this will be.
Looks like it's an Infernal, and that's a good thing with Twisted Fate and his cards. As long as he's going for a more mage build rather than a teleport and assassin build for the Twisted Fate, the poke should be pretty substantial here for GSM. They've got Ian Hong's Volley, they've got Yevenifer's Wild cards, and even General Vici throwing Ruptures. That can help poke a fairly squishy team here for Return to the Middle Sticks. But Teleport coming in from Liposuction Lane, he's got the ultimate. Is he just going to use it on Ian Hong? I don't think he needs it. Ian Hong gets knocked up. The ultimate will be used by Soraka. It won't be enough. Prodigium goes low, but not low enough. Catalyst will get away with his life. But that is a good pickup for Return to the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, Shiny Bidoof is now in the bot side to make sure that this tower doesn't take too much damage, but General Vici, on the other hand, is going to be taking quite a bit of damage off of Tendies.
Yeah, Tendies is dealing a lot of damage, and General Vici is going so low. Tendies loses his life. He still has the ultimate, and now Yevenifer may have gotten himself into a situation that he can't do anything about. Tendies... Oh, no! Oh, buddy! Now Yevenifer, will he be able to find some more onto that dang dude? It's at least a warning shot.
That Yennefer was literally walking back and forth like, you can't hit this.
You can't hit. You cannot out geometry this.
Yeah.
I took more math classes than you, dude.
Yeah, you may have 90-degree angles, but I have about like, oh man, what is that angle on? I could just
hit the hard 180s left and right, just stutter stepping. We're going serpentine here, but. Second turret will go over here to GSM. They still are in the lead. Almost a clean 3K here at 14 minutes. This is certainly closer than either of the previous games. But GSM does have the lead.
GSM does have the lead. It is quite a close game. If you consider, the kills are much closer than it was in the first game or the second game, how Return to the Middle Sticks is on the board now. They definitely made a little bit of a turnaround with the number of kills, seeing that it's only a 4-kill deficit as opposed as it was earlier.
Yeah, and meanwhile, taking a look at the CS, although Tendies, he is not going to steal it away. And, barely does not get hit by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but Shiny Bidoof moving forward, he will not be able to find anything. But looking at the CS leads here, you've got a 45 CS lead for General Vici in an otherwise relatively close lane. So General Vici has a significant chunk of gold more than Liposuction Lane. Shiny Bidoof, similarly, 30 CS lead over Tendies. Yevenifer is actually down by 20 CS against 30 CS even against that dang dude, but Ian Hong makes up for it with a 40 CS lead against Prodigium. So overall, GSM's lead isn't built off of that 4-kill deficit, or the 4-kill lead. It's built off of the fact that they actually have CS in these winning lanes, and now, wow, Maximus takes a lot of damage off of a single Rupture.
Yeah, and those Ruptures are going to hurt more if GSM are able to pick up some of these Infernal Drakes, but right now we have Tendies looking to make something happen. The bot side, Vici sniffs it out, but he's going to have to burn his flash to get away.
And I mean, that's smart. You really can't hold against a dive from the 3, especially since Maximus still has Wild Growth. Tendy's may be in a little bit of trouble, and I think he just used the E there, and that's going to be Tendy's going down. He didn't have the ultimate available now. Destiny coming through. Is he going to gate in? He will on the backside. Can he get that dang dude? He will. The stun comes through, and now the flash and the cleanse, both of them used by the Squid. It's a lot of cooldowns burned, but Return of the Middlesticks walks away clean. However, none of those cooldowns will be back up for the dragon that comes up in 45 seconds. Shiny Bidoof, he's not going to be found to any kind of effect. And GSM does manage to find something here.
Yeah. Ooh, Ian Hong uses an Enchanted Crystal on a Life such as lane. Malphite hasn't built any armor, so he's going ahead and melting him down, making him use the ultimate and try to get away. And Hong flashes forward and picks up a kill onto Liposuction.
That right there is the alpha male in the bot lane. Ian Hong flashing forward because Liposuction lane tried to ult away. I'm not sure if that's really worth it just because of how important the flash is there. But now, with that dang dude going down, Ian Hong picking up another assist, I don't think it really matters that he used his flash. At least for now.
It was a dominance play, you know? You gotta really show your place like, hey, I'm an ADC. I'm gonna flash into your top laner.
You have to strike fear into the heart of your opponent. Sun Tzu said something very similar to that, I think.
Probably. But it looks like the dragon's gonna go down.
And it is now sole point here. In 5 minutes, GSM could threaten to basically have a game-ending win condition. And not to mention, because General Vici has the Glacial Augment build, he has built the GLP. It looks like he's going for Spooky Ghost next. And this is going to be a lot better at finding these picks. Ian Hong, Evenifer, both of them will be very good at securing them between the gold card and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the volley. But a sneaky Rift Herald play, just because Return of the Middlesticks doesn't know about it. Lipo has ult. He is going to go in. He is going to find Ian Hong, but the knock-up comes through from Maximus, who gets caught by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Evenifer will find the kill credit on that one, and Liposuction lane goes down to the Ashe. Shiny Bidoof keeps going in on the Prodigium. Tendies is here. He has the ultimate available, but will he use it? He will, but he doesn't find any damage. Ian Hong, though, will get picked up by that dang dude, and this is such a good turnaround for Return to the Middlesticks. They found all of the kills where no one was expecting them to.
Yeah, GSM just used so much of their utility right onto Tendies and Mats, or not Tendies, but Liposuction and Maximus right there. They used a Crystal Arrow, they used pretty much everything, and they used it on the support and the 0-3, now 0-4 top laner. So this is actually net positive in terms of Return to Middlesticks. They stopped the Rift Herald, and they managed to take away some of the shutdowns from GSM.
Yeah, and I mean, this is actually huge because Return of the Middlesticks are, again, hitting the snooze button on that timer. If GSM gets to a certain point, you know, where Evenifer can just kind of solo out anyone on the map, he's got Destiny Gate and he's got Teleport, and like Maximus, he's way out of position here. This is the kind of thing that can actually lose Return of the Middlesticks the game, because now the Baron's up, missing the support, no one on this side of the map for Return of the Middlesticks. It looks like GSM can just get it. I hope Catalyst will pop that. Yeah, okay, he will pop the Blast Cone. Now, Return of the Middlesticks knows they've got Tendies coming in, but it may be a little bit too late. He's coming in, and now the teleport comes in from Liposuction lane. Can GSM finish this in time? The jump forward, okay. The Baron goes down for GSM. Now Tendies, he may have to ult out. He will. He doesn't get any damage off on anyone. Liposuction lane used his ult, but there wasn't any follow-up. Shiny Bidoof takes the kill on that. It is a pickup of 1 and nothing else as GSM walks away with a clean Baron.
Well played there by GSM. They knew they had enough damage to do the Baron, especially because they have the Ashe and the secure from General Vici if they needed it. They didn't need it in the end because Shiny Bidoof was able to smite it out and able to secure themselves some really strong potential for lane pressure.
Yeah, and they have managed to push their lead. It was about 3k a little bit earlier, but now with the kill pickup, with the Baron, it's about 5k. They have 2 minutes left on this Baron buff after that long delayed reset. And so with this 2 minutes, they will have enough time to start pushing lanes. Hopefully they'll get at least one tower, hopefully an inner tower, not just this outer, and then they'll be able to reset and threaten the soul point. Outer turret will go down, and with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming up soon, Ian Hong should be able to try and find a pick here. Tendy's moving forward, but he won't be able to find anything in terms of a stun. He will, however, get knocked up by the Cho'Gath. It doesn't do enough damage for anything meaningful. Prodigium knocked up again, but again, not enough damage for anything meaningful.
They do have the Volibear here, which has the option to disable any towers if they want to go for this tower dive. Really strong tower dive available to them if they would like it, but they have to keep in mind of Tendy's and Mindful Suction in the area. They have really strong, huge AoE CC's abilities, and they don't want to be caught up in a tower dive and then get CC chained to that.
So it looks like GSM is kind of going for a half reset. Ian Hong and Catalyst are backing off, which means that they have to cede pressure here initially for this dragon. If the bot lane gets here in time, it doesn't look like Return of the Middlesticks is willing to full commit and take control, especially with the Scuttle Crab having been taken by GSM. So now, vision is on all members of Return of the Middlesticks. GSM knows that they're there. With the dragon coming up in 5 seconds, Shiny Bidoof can jump the wall or flash in and try and steal. The General Vici now getting aggressed on by Tendy's. Tendy's has to ult away, so that's a huge cooldown that's already used. Shiny Bidoof in the middle of 5, but he's alone. That is going to be Twisted Fate coming around the backside. It's a Nemesis bait, but it's not an actual one because he lives. They pick up that dang dude and Prodigium. Now, Ivanifer is still on the backside. General Vici flashes forward, gets Maximus. GSM cleans up. They've got 3 members down already, and that was a really good flank there by them.
Yeah, Yennefer was making his way back to the dragon, but found some Malphite, gold cards him away though, and is just going to go ahead and rotate to the top side. Not having bear buff anymore, but still really good wave clear and tower taking power.
Yeah, I mean, even though GSM only got 2 turrets off of that Baron buff, that was a fantastic Baron. They used it for everything that it needed to be because they had Soul Point coming up, because they were able to break open mid, which was the important part. And now, with the leads gained from that, they're able to take down now this top turret. They're able to push 4 inhibitor turrets. They don't need the Baron buff to do it because they've consolidated their leads so well with the buff.
Yep, and now they're looking to try to siege a little bit since Tendy's is still dead for another 20 seconds. That's a big CC component of their team. They still have Lipo Such lane for that huge unstoppable force right there, right onto the Ash, followed up by the Wombo combo, but it's not going to be enough. Catalyst kills Lipo Such in lane, while Shiny Bidoof keeps Prodigium in the side lane. Ooh, big damage is coming out.
Yeah, and General Vici's there a little bit too late. 3 members of GSM are already down, and Return of the Middlesticks, they managed to find just enough damage to kill off the members of GSM as they push a little bit too greedily for that top turret.
Yeah, Shiny Bidoof is not respecting how much damage this Kog'Maw can do. This is probably Matt's rank W already, alongside of Blavu and King, means that he's going to be melting Shiny Bidoof down really easily.
Yeah, he is level 11, so he does have that 2nd level ult. But more importantly, he has the Blade of the Ruined King, which is really good at shredding through Shiny Bidoof. He's got a lot of health, he's got a lot of armor, but both of those are a little bit worse against percent health. Now, hopefully for GSM, that was just a little bit of a wake-up call. They can't do things too aggressively. They're only 8,000 gold ahead. So they need to kind of regroup, get onto this Baron that comes up in about 30 seconds, and they have the kind of fail-safe smite. They've got General Vici, so they need to be able to secure this next Baron, and hopefully they can be able to open the base up. This is the late-game GSM that we're seeing. It's slow, it's methodical, and it's picking things off as people make mistakes, one by one.
Yeah, I see right now, Yennefer's is like picking up this jungle camps and now these side lanes. He's looking to try to finish up this rapid fire cannon, and I believe he has enough gold for that now. in order to pick that up right before the Baron comes up, or as it comes up, and then makes his way towards the area. He wants that rapid fire cannon because it's just such a big bonus having the extra range for that gold card to catch out some of the carries.
Yeah, finding picks is so central to Twisted Fate's late game identity that he cannot afford to not have it at this point. Granted, Return to the Middle Sticks didn't try and fight anything, but right here, he used the cleanse early! Oh no! Disaster strikes and Return to the Middle Sticks. Yevenifer is going to flash forward. Liposuction Lane used the flash to try and get away, but he doesn't have an ultimate. Shiny Bidoof is just going to run him down. He's got the Q on, and it's just, I mean, you're already missing your ADC, and there can be a minion wave pushing top just like that. There's nothing that Return to the Middle Sticks can do aside from take a desperation fight under an inhib turret.
GSM must have learned from last time how it didn't really pan out before, so they're going to be trying to play this a little safer, but now that Tendies is up, they're going to have to play even more safe considering the strong CC that Tendies could provide.
Oh, that dang dude, you cleansed the wrong thing! That's actually a huge cooldown that's down with all of the stuns that are available on the side of GSM. In a minute 45, that cleanse won't be up for Elder Drake. That's big.
And that is quite huge. It means that GSM has the flexibility of starting a fight and then, or starting the Drake and then them not really needing to do anything because Return to Middle Sticks has no cleanse on either of their carries. You can easily just pick them out. You can try faking out a Drake and then turning onto those carries and running out team fights and then securing the Drake, or even just ending the game from there.
Yeah, so now the vision game is the important part. A minute left, which is now where you want to be setting up this vision control. Tendies moving forward, he does have the sweeper. It is active now, and now Liposuction Lane might be picked off. He has his ultimate available. Will he use it? He's silenced, and Yevenifer comes in, and that's Prodigium down already.
Ooh.
Liposuction Lane has to get away, but he's flashed on by Shiny Bidoof. Now Prodigium is already dead. Tendies is down as well. Maximus falls for a fourth. Dat dang dude is the only one left alive, and it looks like GSM are just going to end this game.
Yeah, there's only so much that a Vel'Koz can do against these Baron buffed minions. Like Shiny Bidoof is running
Finals tomorrow to take on Stuck Gaming at 4 p.m. Central Time on this channel tomorrow. At 1 p.m. will be our Platinum match. I will admit I didn't watch the early, or actually no, it's still going. So actually hop over onto the Return of the Middle Sticks channel. It's Middle Sticks GG on Twitch. We're going to end this real quick so you can go and finish out that series. It started an hour ago, so you should be able to catch it. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be live at 1 p.m. Central and then 4 p.m. Central with the Platinum and Diamond finals respectively. Head over to Middle Sticks GG. We will raid them if you don't know how to get there. But for now, have a great night. I've loved casting for you. I've been Vid.
I'm RexGoDragon. Bye-bye.